Alright, good morning guys and welcome back to SBC Radio. This is SBC Sports Talk. I'm Dylan, I'm joined by my co-hosts Jackson and Jared. We're going to give you some NBA Finals talk today. Guys, obviously Game 5 was yesterday. Warriors coming out with a 106-105 victory to keep their season alive. Of course you know about Kevin Durant's Achilles injury. We don't know the severity, but it looks like a bad injury. So let's dive into that, guys. What are your thoughts on last night's game?
Well, I think that now that the Warriors are going to win because Game 6 in Oakland is obviously going to favor them, and it will be tough without Kevin Durant, obviously, with his Achilles injury, but the Warriors will end up winning Game 6 and 7, in my opinion.
Alright, well guys, we have a caller now. Let's bring him in live. We have Gabe live from Dickinson, North Dakota. Gabe, welcome to the show.
Hey guys, how are you?
We're doing fine. We're good. How are you, Gabe? What do you want to know?
I'm good. First of all, I'm a big fan of this show. Really like listening to you guys on Tuesday afternoon. Just wanted to point, talking about KD in the finals. Really, I don't think that he should have taken Giannis on that and we all know electric three. Even basketball, where you use your legs, run, and to dunk, and to do other stuff, you leave the resting. And then he just injured himself right then and there. You really need to see what he was. I don't even know what he was thinking. I don't know what Steve Kerr was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking. But I don't think it was a good call to put KD in the game. And now you ruined his life. and that's kind of like that. But when you put the injury back, it really looks bad. So we're gonna look bad. So you're gonna have to see what this means for KD in the future.
I mean, yeah, I agree, and you could see in the post-game press conference with the GM Bob Myers, he was definitely emotional about that. He definitely, I think, realized that putting KD in was a big risk, and it did not pay off, and that it could cause a bad injury that could affect him for the rest of his career.
See, I feel like on the other side, though, you have to think, the fans probably would have been mad at KD for not playing all this time. He would have looked like a bad person and not a non-team player.
No, you're absolutely right. The narrative would have been, oh, he's prepared for free agency. He doesn't care about the Warriors, doesn't care about basketball, only cares about himself and cares about his free agency. Meanwhile, he laid himself on the line. I want to mention, KD's not playing without approval from Kevin Durant. He's not being held at gunpoint to play. He wanted to play, he pushed to play, and he's a superstar. He has a lot of carry and a lot of influence for the team. And also one more thing I want to mention. There's no way KD didn't send his MRI to some of the top leg doctors, foot doctors in the world. There's no way some guy on becomeadoctor.com let him play. This was obviously cleared by some of the top doctors in the world, and unfortunately it just turned out poorly, unfortunately.
Yeah, it did turn out really unfortunate, KD. I also wanted to ask you, now that the NBA season is sadly coming to a close, any predictions on what's going to happen in free agency this season?
Well, it's certainly been turned upside down. I think KD's going to take that player option that he has and go back to the Warriors because no team's going to give him the max, I don't think. I think he's going to take that player option, recover, and then re-enter free agency in 2020. But this obviously resets the whole market. Now we don't know what Kawhi Leonard's going to do. And after that, your team like the Knicks, who's been playing their whole season on this offseason, and now it's been, obviously a wrench has been thrown into it. There's still Kemba Walker, still Jimmy Butler, Kyrie Irving, but Kevin Durant, I think, is going to be off the market this summer.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I do think that the Brooklyn Nets, who do have cap space to create 2 max spots, would be willing to give Kevin Durant a chance, because if they sign a player like Kyrie Irving, which is really rumored to happen now, then KD would want to follow and maybe wait a year, because the Nets would be willing to give him a chance, because after the player option, other teams, other free agents that maybe appeal to KD a little more than Kyrie Irving can pop up in free agency, maybe influencing his decision. So if the Nets are willing to give KD the max, I think he will go there with Kyrie Irving.
What happens with D'Angelo Russell, though, if Kyrie Irving goes there? What's going to happen with him?
Well, someone's going to offer sheet him. I don't know if it's going to be a team like the Magic, a team like... Someone's going to offer sheet him. And the Nets, I think, are just going to let him go because they don't want to tie up. If they want Kyrie Irving, those two aren't going to work together. They're just not.
Yeah, the Jason Tatum effect.
Yeah, it's just not going to work together. So D'Angelo Russell's going to go. He's going to get offer sheets from places. It's happened before with Gordon Hayward. It's happened before with a ton of guys. I think Otto Porter got an offer sheet from the Nets. It happens all the time. It's going to happen again. D'Angelo Russell's attractive in a situation where I think they could easily be pried away. So I'm going to say D'Angelo Russell's going to be gone.
Alright, that's all I got for you guys today. So I'm really with the show, and I'll see you guys.
Thank you, Gabe.
Thank you, Gabe from Dickinson, North Dakota. Again, you want to call in the show, 954-258-8767. That's 954-258-8767. Guys, any last thoughts on the show for today?
One last thing about free agency. I mean, with D'Angelo Russell being a restricted free agent and Kyrie Irving most likely leaving the Celtics, I think that the Celtics could possibly go after D'Angelo Russell to pair with someone like Anthony Davis if they're able to trade for him. And with D'Angelo Russell and Anthony Davis, the Celtics may be able to revive what they had 2 years ago and maybe get back to the conference finals and push towards the NBA finals that Danny Ainge has been building for quite some time.
Can we finish it off with some finals predictions real quick?
Yeah, I'm going to say Raptors in 6. I know people are going to say, that they're not going to close out Oracle with a loss, and I kind of hope that this goes 7. I want it to go 7 games and see how that plays out. I do, however, think if the Warriors do manage to win Game 6, the Warriors are going to win the series. But we have to remember how dominant the Raptors were in the first the last 3 games of the series before today. Game 5, I think the Raptors win in 6.
Yeah, I have the Warriors in 7. Winning Game 5 in Toronto, I just think there's no way that they lose in Oracle in a Game 6, and then there's no possible way with the experience in finals and playoff experience that they have that they will lose a Game 7.
I got the Raptors losing in Game 7 to the Warriors. The Splash Bros, they played phenomenal in Game 5. Draymond had a double-double. I think there's no way that the Warriors lose 2 straight games, or 1 game.
I could easily see that happening. I mean, they've been here so many times before, so we'll see how it goes. Alright guys, that'll be it for today. This was SBC Sports Talk on SBC Radio from the Sports Broadcasting Center. I'm Dylan, this is my co-hosts Jackson and Jared. Have a good day, guys. Thanks for tuning in.